Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment to battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Akron Zips, taking on another team from the MAC, the Northern Illinois Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And he fields it inside the 15. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Look out throwing here to start the drive. Pulls it in. It's Hill. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
That completion makes it second and medium. The shotgun handoff here. Enough for a first down at the 37.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They'll run the option. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Well, if you're going to win a national championship, when you get to third downs, you've got to find a way to convert. And here on this opening drive, it's exactly what this offense has been able to do. This time on the ground, keep those sticks moving.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after the completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Here's the second down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Seventh play of the opening drive. They've moved it, but now face a third down. It's an option look. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. They bring him down, but a simple quarterback keeper for a solid gain and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
The Zips will line up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw underneath to the back.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? They'll try the option play here. Couldn't quite get in. Tackle down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Well, this is what the offensive coordinator told us yesterday, Chris, in our production meeting. They thought they had an advantage up front with the line of scrimmage, and on this opening drive, we continue to see the offensive line and this back putting up positive yards.
So another 3rd down conversion. Now they're set up at 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another chance. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Offense going backwards those last 2 plays. Now it's 3rd and goal. Back in motion now. Third and goal, looking to throw for it. Looking for 6. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Well, just a tough way to start this game for this offense. Throwing an interception on their very first drive. Now, see how their own defense will do, but they cannot panic, make a couple adjustments, and get ready next time they get the ball.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
First down and 10. The back's got it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. That is a close call, almost brought down inside his own end zone for a safety. He's fortunate to be able to get out of there and avoid the safety.
So after consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on 3rd and very long. He's running out of time here. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And a low line drive, ugly punt. He'll field this, looking to get out of his own territory. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. What's the call here? The drive begins with excellent field position. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back, throws to the tight end. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
You know, in these spread offenses, the game just keeps evolving, and the opportunities keep presenting themselves for the big guys to be able to run a corner route. It's so hard to cover this.
And the Zips come to the line with first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, accurate. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. The Huskies offense retakes the field now. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? They'll run it from the gun. They bring it down to the 32-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackle, but first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Quick completion to the tight end. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, off the ball to 44.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And right, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Now it's second down here. To throw, it's Gibson. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for the offense, looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's 3rd down and short. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is the national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. The Zips offense comes back out onto the field now. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? He's moving out of the pocket. Using his legs here. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, this is why this guy's looked at as one of the top dual-threat quarterbacks in the country. He can throw it, he can spin it downfield, but also he's a threat to be able to take off and go just like this. Puts so much pressure on this defense.
He'll hand it off. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught quickly. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. The quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch to the back. He's inside the 40. Finding some room at the 25. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a first down. Great execution on the option. The Zips come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Try to run it with the option. Pitches to the back. And the defense is there to smother him. They were all over the option play that time.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's escaping the pocket now. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right. But that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Fights off a defender. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. Field goal try, no good. And this game remains tied in the second quarter.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Here comes the Northern Illinois offense back out there. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Pass caught. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Here comes the bunch formation. To throw, it's Gibson. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? From the shotgun, drops back. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
The Akron offense back out on the field now. See how efficient this offense can be. They got a chance to add some points here before the break. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver makes the catch. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. First down. Looking to throw the football. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Or it's snapped to the back. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here, trying to connect from 41 yards away. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. Trying to connect from 41 yards away. Oh, and it's blocked. Somebody got a hand on it. It's picked up. It's a live ball here. The defense has it. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Zips will kick this away to begin the second half. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The Northern Illinois offense is back out on the field now. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
That's the kind of run that makes an offensive line coach very, very happy. And also will boost the confidence of the big guys up front. And when you have a confident offensive line, you got more and more opportunity to hit big plays.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The pickup is 9, so it sets up a 3rd and 1 now.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a 4th down stop. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the 1st down marker. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Less than a yard to go here on 4th down. The offense is going to go for it. Looking to pass. It's Gibson. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Here comes the Akron offense back out there. Now they're running on the toss. It's hard running there through a tackle. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Hill.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
On 3rd down, it's a handoff. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The Zips hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Here we go on 4th down. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on 4th down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Pitch made across the middle by the running back. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And the Zips pick up enough yardage for a first down. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Second down play coming up. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Looking to throw it again. Makes a quick grab. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about that? Nowhere to go after the catch.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Launching it. Caught over the middle. It's Pena. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Defenses all around the country got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
The Zips line up on 1st and 10 now. They're going to run the option. And the Soft were able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He fires this throw, and it's intercepted. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
The Huskies' offense retakes the field now. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything, and they put together something here. Breaking tackles. Gets into space at the 50. An explosive play. Big gain across midfield to the 42.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Back to pass. It's Gibson. Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's caught. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football in this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
First and goal. They need points, but it wouldn't hurt to also milk the clock a bit. They'll test the right side here. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Goal line formation for the defense. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Huskies. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter. And they'll set up for the PAT.
But that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. The Zips offense comes back out onto the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
And it's a bunch formation. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it go quickly. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Makes the catch downfield. And he goes down after a solid gain. That's enough for a first down.
We saw this receiver in the first half have a number of inward breaking routes, and now in the second half, we're seeing more stuff going to the outside. Good adjustment by this offensive coordinator.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? It's a shotgun run call. Second effort, their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the Zips starting a new series here on 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Throws it to the right. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. Fighting off the defender. Brought down after a big gain and a first down. Defense, no answer for the option that time.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
The Zips will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Zips. Here's the point after attempt. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Northern Illinois offense back out there. Really excellent possession last time. He mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Gibson. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And it's complete downfield. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
And that's the 2-minute warning as the clock stops. Give both coaches a chance to strategize here before the time runs out. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Chris, it's funny. I think this quarterback underestimated the athletic ability of this linebacker. He sees zone right away. He's thinking he's got some underneath windows and opportunities to get the ball to his skill guy.
And they heave it deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's 3rd down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. It's complete. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
So tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. And a timeout is called. They'll talk it over, tied late here in the 4th quarter. The punt team making their way on the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And they'll kick it away here. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. Akron offense back out on the field now. Your worst case scenario, you go to overtime, but can they make something happen to try to win it in regulation? Let's see. Bringing pressure, fights through a tackle. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Misses the receiver, incomplete.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Good enough for first down yardage. And the Zips hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Chris, look at the clock here. We're under a minute to play, and it's a completion, but it's not very effective. The defense's job is to just keep everything in front of them. The offense has got to come up with different ways to manipulate that coverage and take some shots downfield.
And the offense will spend a timeout here with 20 seconds on the clock.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
We'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Breaks free. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. And the offense spends a timeout. The clock stopped with just 10 seconds left. Crucial 3rd down play right here. And he'll set up to throw. And looking for a big play here. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. So 1st and 10, our first play of overtime. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down. The Zips looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. They'll run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Trying for a pick 6 to win the game. Look out, he's got some space. And that'll seal it. The interception to end the game.
Oh, no. Oh, that is a tough decision by this quarterback. What a mistake. And now it's simply the kicking game. This defense better come out and be ready either to get a turnover or push this line of scrimmage back as far as they can.
So here we go. This defense needing to come up with something special here. Make a play and keep hope alive in this game. And test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So the offense comes up on 3rd and long. They don't want to take a loss and make a potential game-winning field goal try more challenging. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, you know how it goes in football. When it works out well for the offensive coordinator on 3rd and long on a run play, he's a genius.
And if it didn't, of course, everybody on social media would be saying that he needs to be fired and it's too conservative of a call. You wonder what they'll do on that next third down.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Interesting call here. Third and medium in overtime. Will they just play it safe and set the kicker up for a field goal try to win it? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So here we go. We'll set up for a walk-off chip shot to win it here in overtime. Now the defense calls timeout, trying to get organized and come up with a stop here in overtime. So here we go. We'll set up for a walk-off chip shot to win it here in overtime. Now the offense will spend a timeout to get organized before this critical play coming up. So here we go. We'll set up for a walk-off chip shot to win it here in overtime. And the kick is good, an overtime game winner.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
For the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation.